Welcome back, everyone. So, what are glitch zones? Well, when we talk about glitch zones, we're referring to locations on Earth that seem to behave in ways that don't follow the normal rules of physics and reality. These are places where people report strange sensations, objects behaving oddly, time feeling warped. These are places where sometimes even entire individuals vanish without any explanation. Scientists and researchers have theories ranging from dimensional crossovers to energy anomalies. Paranormal investigators consider these zones as points where our reality thins and other realms might intersect with ours. Historically, humans have always recognized certain locations as sacred or cursed, right? Places that have that supernatural element. Ancient cultures built temples, pyramids, ritual sites at very specific points, which means they were aware that some areas of the planet hold unique, maybe even dangerous energy. The idea that the Earth contains zones where the rules of normal reality bend is not a new concept. And actually, many of these locations are liminal spaces, transition zones. This transition zone can be you going from one room in your house to another, or it could be driving down the highway. Not every site is that unique. There are some common characteristics that appear again and again. Time often seems distorted. People report losing hours or experiencing events out of sequence. Electromagnetic anomalies interfere with electronics, compasses, cameras. People experience psychological effects, disorientation, anxiety, sudden emotional shifts. Equipment malfunctions are frequently reported. Phones dying instantly to vehicles failing without any mechanical reason. A big part of understanding glitch zones comes from examining the concept of ley lines and Earth's energy grid. These lines appear to follow sacred geometry patterns, which means that ancient peoples had some awareness of Earth's natural energy grid. And so many reported glitch zones and supernatural hotspots align with these lines. And many of these places happen to be the locations of ancient rituals. And what happens when we wander into them at the wrong moment, while something on the other side is already paying attention? At any time, you may never know where they are, but they always know where you are. So when you look at the patterns connected to glitch zones, you'll see that there is a lot of clustering of unexplained disappearances. In missing 411 cases, vanishings often occur in specific geographic areas, national parks, remote wilderness zones. Certain forests, mountains, and lakes repeatedly produce clusters of disappearances, which tells us that these events are tied to environmental or energetic factors. Now, many of the missing were last seen under ordinary conditions, but environmental anomalies like fog, electromagnetic disturbances, strange sounds, those are frequently reported. You'll notice that search and rescue operations in these zones, in many cases, encounter unusual difficulties. People are sometimes found far from their expected locations or not at all. and standard tracking methods frequently fail. Skinwalker Ranch is a good example of this, right? UFO sightings, poltergeist activity, encounters with strange non-human creatures, and severe energy distortions. The property may sit next to a buried fallen angel. I mean, that place has it all. Witnesses have reported seeing glowing orbs, triangular craft, portals opening in midair with entities stepping through them, objects moving on their own, disembodied voices, unseen forces interacting with the environment, cattle mutilations, advanced military contractors and government-linked research groups studied the property for years. The Bermuda Triangle has been associated with vanished ships, missing aircraft, electronic malfunctions for decades. The Bridgewater Triangle in Massachusetts has become known for UFO sightings, cryptid encounters, paranormal activity. Mount Shasta in California is a spiritual vortex and tied to legends of hidden civilizations and interdimensional beings. Sedona's vortexes are said to produce powerful energetic sensations, altered states of consciousness, emotional shifts. The Bennington Triangle in Vermont mirrors the Bermuda Triangle's reputation, strange disappearances and time anomalies. The Devil's Sea, or the Dragon's Triangle near Japan, has swallowed ships and aircraft. Romania's Hoia Baciu Forest has the nickname the world's most haunted forest, where visitors report missing time, strange lights, sudden illnesses, encounters with shadowy figures. So listen, we know that the human mind, right? We know that as human beings, we can imprint or burn our thoughts into physical matter. This is just like the rice experiment or the water crystallization experiment, where words hold energy once written down, and also symbols, and they can affect the rice when those written words are placed on the jar of rice. In occult lore and paranormal theory, a location doesn't become stained because something physically explodes into existence there. It becomes stained because meaning, intent, and repetition imprint themselves into a place. Forget all about the ritual mechanics for a moment. First, intent is everything. In belief systems that deal with the supernatural, a demonic ritual is a focused act of will. Strong emotional and psychological states like fear, obsession, desperation, devotion, those emotions are thought to generate an intense energetic charge. When that charge is intentionally directed at a location, the place becomes a kind of container for that intent. Okay, so think of it less like paint splashed on a wall and more like heat soaking into metal. The heat lingers even after the source is gone. Second, places record events. Many people understand the idea that locations can retain echoes of extreme human experiences, trauma, violence, ritualized acts that leave behind that, or what some call residual energy. This is similar to the concept behind residual hauntings, where no conscious entity is present, but people still experience sounds, sensations, or repeating imagery. A demonic ritual stains a location by embedding a repeating energetic pattern into the surrounding environment. Then you'll notice that these places get a lot of attention, right? Once a location is believed to be altered, it attracts curiosity. It attracts fear. People want to go visit there. But you see, that ongoing attention reinforces the imprint. Paranormal investigators describe it as a feedback loop. The more people react emotionally to a place, the stronger and more alive it seems to become. So, over time, the site gains a reputation, and that reputation amplifies experiences within it. Rituals are usually associated symbolically with thresholds, crossroads, abandoned structures, or liminal environments. These are already psychologically unstable spaces for humans. So when something intense happens there, the mind is more likely to interpret some sensations as unnatural. The stain exists in the environment and partly in human perception, but both reinforce each other, you see? The stain isn't always an entity. What lingers isn't always a demon waiting in the shadows, but a distortion, an imbalance. People entering the space may feel watched, anxious, drained, disoriented because the location no longer feels natural. It feels off. Like a room where an argument just happened. You can feel it even if no one says a word. So when people say a place is stained, they usually mean that something intentional happened there that shifted the atmosphere of the space, and the space never fully returned to baseline. Some belief systems suggest that once a place is marked, it becomes easier for similar events to occur there again, as if the location remembers what it was taught. Anyway, that's going to be all for now, folks, and there is more to come. Please click the thumbs up button and like this video for me. Leave your thoughts about this in the comments below. Everyone have a great day and or evening. And until next time, folks, stay awake, stay aware, stay safe, and I'll talk to you all soon.